Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for March 27th to April 2nd. This is for Aquarius, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring you a lot more clarity, to get more specific with your reading. Aquarius, I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it's been used for thousands of years. It's had major influence in divination, including tarot, and every tarot card is assigned an astrological element or ruling planet, so we go really deep when the two are combined. Now, Aquarius, this week, wow, last week was pretty intense. This week there are less aspects, but they're powerful aspects. So I want you to know Mars went into Cancer over the weekend. All right, it's going to be there for a while. Finally left Gemini, which was really, things could have been really intense for you, by the way. That was your fifth house, so it could have been really good, but really intense. Now, Mars is a planet of action and drive, and it goes into, Cancer is, I say it's a softer sign. And so Mars is actually, we call it, it's in its fall, all right? When it's in Cancer, it doesn't do its best because it wants to just get going, and Cancer is just more emotionally based, and it's more sensitive. And so it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just the things that you want, to take action for, really put that emotional intensity into it, all right? You may find, actually, there's going to be a couple things that may make you feel a little bit more emotional the next few weeks, but this week particularly, it does rule your sixth house. So this is everyday activities, kind of like your routines, and that does include work, that does include your health. Okay, that's a big thing. Part of the sixth house. So pay attention to some things, if they come up, and some of y'all may actually define yourselves liking other things that have to do with health and even fitness. You may find maybe you're a yoga person and you decide you fall in love with Pilates. Maybe you decide you want to become vegan. There's so much that has to do with health, and health also does include mental health. Now, the dates I want you to note is the first one's Monday, and this is amazing, okay? This is amazing because Mercury's conjuncting Jupiter. They're both in the sign of Aries. This rules your third house, okay? This is probably one of the best days, I'd even say, for the next few months, for you to sign a contract, for you to have a very important conversation. This, out of all the signs, the third house does rule communication. So Mercury and Jupiter is in your third house. So really good time to, sign a contract. Again, have an interview if you need to have an interview conversation that you need to have. You'll have a lot of luck around there, okay? Second day I want you to pay attention to is March 30th, when two big things are happening that day. Mars is trining Saturn. So there could be some things that come about that you may take it. You're like in it to win it, because Saturn is the planet of structure, responsibility. It's the taskmaster planet, and as we know, it has gone into Pisces, which is your second house. So if you do all the math, there could be some newness coming through for you, okay, related to money, finances, and even self-worth. All right. Lastly, on the same day, Venus is conjuncting Uranus, and I love this day. And so you may actually get some news this day that's really surprising. Uranus is your ruling planet, okay? It's one of your co-rulers, and it is a planet of surprises. Now, Venus is in Taurus, and so is it's also in Uranus, all right? So Venus is in both these signs. So this is all having to do with your fourth house of home, of your domestic life, okay? So you could get some really fun, unexpected news that day that has to do with your home. You may find yourself possibly thinking of moving, all right? And that's going to be a bigger thing in May, all right? You actually may move this year, FYI, all right? But with all this activity, it could be that you move in with this person, someone that you fell in love with, or, a better place. There's so much that could happen, but just remember, it is, and the fourth house does rule relationships too, all right? So really good placements for you this week. I really love what's happening for you this week. So let's go ahead and get started. See what's going on for you, Aquarius, for March 27th to April 2nd. Again, this is for Aquarius Sun and rising. I think I said all that in one breath. I don't. If I did, then I must be some sort of superhero. Now, like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It gives the best overview, and you'll see my dog is here. Takes up all my table space, so I am going to try to make do. And yeah, I'm going to pull the cards up to the screen one by one. Aquarius, you have an amazing spread. This is honestly and if you are new to my channel, I am an Aquarius. So this obviously, resonates with me too. And I do, pay attention to every sign, but obviously because I'm an Aquarius, I have to tell you, this is very, very new for you. This type of, for the past 2 weeks, you've had some interesting readings. This is going to be a week, all right? This is going to be a week. Now, one thing I want you to know is, I don't do reversals. This one came reversed, but it is really the same message looking at what's in your challenge area, upright. And I don't do reversals because I trust my guides. So let's go ahead and get started. You're going to have an amazing week. Look at this. This is insane. Queen of Swords. All right. Listen, you're good, okay? Queen of Swords is someone who leads with their head, all right? Very Aquarius energy here, all right? Just very headstrong. You are the intellectuals, right? Aquarians are so clever and just so cerebral. And Queen of Swords is, she's sitting in that throne because she is that type of person. She's left all her emotions at the door. You see no water here. You see no cups here. She's almost like the Justice card. All right. So, the Judge and Justice. She has so much power and authority, decision making, communicating, leading. All right, leading. Now, came up in your past. So you've definitely come into a really good place. There's a lot of integrity with this card. There's a lot of honesty with this card. Seeing things for what they are. It's almost like leaving all the BS. Like if there was any BS, you use that sword to just... All right? So I love this. I love that you got the Queen of Swords. I mean, honestly, just head above the clouds. You're in a good place. Remember all this activity in your third house anyway, Jupiter and Mercury and swords are the mental suit. So a lot of communication. And again, your third house is communication where all that activity is. So this is really great. And look at where it brought us. You have the Empress in the heart of your spread. Aquarius, I have not seen the Empress in the heart of any sign spread in a long time. I'd have to say months. It's been months, all right? Now, the Empress. This is amazing. The Empress, come on. This is your soul glorified. This is, the Empress is, think Aphrodite, right? An Empress is a goddess, okay? She's not a queen. She's not a priestess. A goddess in the heart of your spread. The theme of the week. This is all about pleasure. This is all about passion. This is all about, even there's a lot of like sensuality, sexuality. There's everything. It's all about feelings. She is Miss Mother Earth. She is Miss Universe. She is connected to the divine, to the physical, to everything. And what's really great about this is that it's indicating, especially with Venus and Taurus, there is going to be a lot of great things at home. And, some of y'all may be thinking about having children. The Empress is pregnant. But one thing I want you to know, 3 is all about growth and advancement. So you are moving forward in this huge way. And there is a lot of pain. Not pain, pleasure and passion coming through your life, into your life this week. You are going to be, you're really sitting in a really good place, okay? 2 things I'm going to point out. 1, I did say 3, it's all about growth and advancement. It's also creation. She's pregnant. So, even if you're not thinking about having children, or if there's, birth, think of birth of new things, new ideas, new path, new journeys, just creation. Okay, it looks like there is something new coming through. A lot of y'all are in a really good place home wise, in your domestic sector, especially because she is ruled by Venus. You can see the symbol of Venus in here, in the stone shaped heart. Okay, I really love that for you. A lot of protection there. And remember what I said, Venus and Taurus right now is in your fourth house. All right. So a lot of great things this week to expect at home. All right. In your home life. One other thing that I was going to point out is her golden scepter. I really love that. Okay. There's only one other card where that appears, but I'm just going to say it. Anything she touches turns to gold. All right, with that golden scepter, this is a lot of power when it comes to just feels, right? That Mars and Cancer energy, remember that emotional intensity, but the key word is emotion, right? Being emotive, and then also just all that pleasure. Venus and Taurus, Venus in its domicile. I mean, this is amazing. I'm very excited for you. Now, you did get the Ace of Pentacles in your challenge area. So one thing is, I want you to be careful if you have started a new job, if you've had started some sort of maybe even a side hustle, if there's something that you've that's come into your life or is coming into your life this week, I want you to take care of it carefully, okay? Because it came in your challenge area, really is a breakthrough area. So there's some Aquarians that, a big message and a big energy that's coming through is that there is, your past readings have all been about like you're moving into this big life-changing moment, right? So it's almost like if you've been presented, if you've gotten a new job, if you've started a new side hustle, if you've gotten something new in your life, really take care of it, really nurture it, really make sure it grows. Okay, remember what I said earlier. Not only did Saturn go into Pisces, which is your second house of money and salary, money and wealth, right? But Pluto went into your sign. Huge change personally for you. There's going to be a lot of new things coming through for you. All right. I want you to be willing to accept it. I want you to really nurture it. I want you to be able to handle it and take it seriously. Right. That's what Saturn does, the taskmaster. Okay. So that with the Eight of Pentacles. All right. The Eight of Pentacles in your crown. This is indicating that you are working toward this goal. A lot of y'all this week will be so super aware of the end game, the legacy that you want to reach. Okay. Now, like I said, he came up reversed. All right. I don't do reversals, but even with this being reversed, again, it's just repeating the same thing here with the Ace of Pentacles in your challenge area. I don't want you to, whatever that you're working on, especially if it's new, really nurture it, really be laser focused, really put some serious action into it and emotion. Be emotive, all right? Put some passion into it. That's why his pants are red, okay? Red is passion, right? And so I really want you to, it looks like you do have your eyes on the prize, you have your head in the game, but if there is something, again, that could be new for you, all right? It could be a new passion, it could be a new relationship, and even if it's not, something that you've been working on. Have you been working on a book? Have you been working on building a house, building your reputation in this area? It's like taking it to the next level, really, again, nurturing it and making sure that you take it to the place where you want to take it to. No distractions, right? No distractions. Sure, hey, The Walking Dead is a great show, but if you're gonna binge it all day, you're not getting anything done, right? So that's what I mean by that. Now, this is what blows me away, okay? Remember what I said earlier about the Empress, how she has the golden scepter, and there's only one other card. The King of Pentacles. You see it in his hand? They both have the golden scepter. Now, this is huge, Aquarius. This is huge. I said that anything that they touch with that golden scepter, it turns to gold. You have the King of Pentacles in the root of your spread. He is the richest king. He is the richest king. You can even see... they're very two totally different cards, but very similar in a way. You see all that abundance around them. You see all that power they have. Look at the way, like, she is just so chilling in her chair there. But the King of Pentacles, same thing, but this is all about money and wealth. Okay, this is, I mean, like, it's almost like, you know, one thing I want to point out, very, very Taurus energy. Okay, now you can even see right here the two bulls, and then on his throne, anyway, all over his throne. So he's very Taurus, very practical, very grounded. Again, Venus is in Taurus, so Venus is showing up twice now in your reading, the planet of love, the planet of pleasure. And so really do pay attention to Thursday, when Venus is going to conjunct Uranus, which is, again, one of your ruling planets. So the fact that you got the King of Pentacles in the root of your spread, the richest king, this is someone who is a provider, someone who is the protector, right? Someone who is rich AF. Let's keep it that way, right? And so some of y'all are feeling it, will feel it this week. You're going to feel all that wealth, all that abundance, especially with the Empress and now the King of Pentacles, okay? You are going to feel it. And so I want you to, if you do get a new job, because it is such a big thing that is coming through, or a new passion or something new in your life, even relationship, okay? Pentacles, sure, money and wealth, but physical reality, all right? So it's our tangible, like, material goods too, all right? So some of y'all could even be thinking about, like, buying a new car, or, you know, buying a new home. There's so much happening in your spread, but also in your life, all right? So keep that in mind. Again, this is really, really great. You are going to be that provider. It's almost like, you know, the message is like, for some Aquarians, I'd say a lot of Aquarians, you're in a place, you're moving into a place where you're just like, I do not even want to be in this place where I have to worry about money, where I have to worry about bills, where I have to worry about this. Like, I want to be able to have all, like, take care of everybody within my family, my relationships, even my, you know, squad, whatever it is, right? You don't want to worry anymore, okay? It's a huge message, and you're setting yourself up here, okay? With the Eight of Pentacles, the Empress, and then the King of Pentacles. This is huge. This is huge because this is a lot of wealth, pleasure, passion, money, all of that coming your way. You're moving into this really great place in your life, and I would not be surprised if you get surprising news this week. Now, look at your future. You got the Four of Wands. So, hi. I don't even know what to say. You listen. This is the hurrah card, right? This is the milestone card. This is joy. This is celebration. When I say milestone, it looks like a lot of y'all are going to propose to someone, or get married, or move into a new home, or start, you know, you may buy a home, you may build a home. I mean, think of these milestone moments, okay? Also, remember, wands are also related to, very related to career and enterprise and work and whatnot. So y'all could start a new business. Y'all could get a promotion. You could get, what is it, like a raise, or big bonus. I mean, there's so much to celebrate. You're gonna have a lot to celebrate coming up. That's you're moving toward, yeah, and it's gonna be worth all the effort. Oh my goodness, look at this. So you got the Seven of Pentacles and then the Ten of Wands. And so listen, I didn't say earlier, this is my 1-year anniversary this week. So in a way for me to on being on YouTube. And so I thought I was, for every sign I've been doing, like, pulling a lot of clarifiers as like a celebration thing. And I normally don't, because, like I said, I trust my guides. So, and usually I don't need to, like, pull clarifiers. And also I know that I talk a lot. And some of these readings go way too long, especially when I pull clarifiers. They go up to like 45 minutes and nobody wants a 45-minute tarot reading. So, but I thought I'd do something special. And then, so look at this. You got the Seven of Pentacles and then the Ten of Wands. I mean, this is great. Coming after the Four of Wands, this is like, you know, it's almost like you're going to have this big moment, and then you have this moment of, look, Seven of Pentacles is, I mean, look how far you've come. He's looking back to see everything that he's worked for, and he's taking a little break, and he's not like taking a break as in like, all right, I'm in a cool place. He's in thought, okay? And so some of y'all are this big milestone moment is almost going to be something where for some of y'all it may be even, like I said, that you could get some sort of message this week, or you may be anticipating something, right? You may be anticipating to hear back about something, but it is going to be something where you are going to pause a little bit and remember there's a lot of legacy energy. Remember, your past few readings, and especially with the Eight of Pentacles here, but some of y'all may take that little break to decide, to question, like, is this one, the path I want to be on, or should I even take it even further, like ascend, right? I mean, you can go as far as, the sky's the limit, right? But some of y'all may have that moment, and what's really great is you got the 10 of Wands, all right? So this is a lot of burden, this is a lot of burnout, like this is you taking on a lot of responsibilities, but 10 is the end of the suit. This is saying that this is all coming to an end. Everything that you have like worked really, really hard for and literally almost breaking your back over, I mean, you're going to be laying those wands down soon. You're moving into a really, really good place. It's what? There you go. King of Wands. Okay. I don't even, you're good. You're good. Aquarius, you're so good. I mean, I call him the Steve Jobs of the tarot. All right. The King of Wands is so influential. He's so inspiring. You're going to be sitting in this throne. You are going to feel so good. You're going to, y'all are moving into this really, really great place of power, authority, finally feeling like you're on top of things, finally feeling that you've gotten everything that you've worked for, you've earned everything, you deserve everything. One thing about this king is that this wasn't by like succession, right? It wasn't like nothing was handed down to him like through lineage. He worked his way up. Okay. So it's be very proud of yourself. Be very proud of yourself, especially because it's coming after the 10 of Wands. All right. When I say you're laying those wands down soon. And one other thing is this is very transformative energy. Some of y'all are going to be in a place that may, like, perhaps in your entire life, you've never been in this type of position before, like this type of power, like just being on top of everything. Like this is truly, truly amazing. With the Empress, King of Pentacles, you have the celebrate like Four of Wands in your future. A lot of some of y'all will have a decision to make, or you may look back at what you've everything that you've reaped, and now you're on your path to like or I'm sorry, sowing the seeds. Now you're on your path to reaping the rewards. I mean, you're in a really good place, Aquarius. So let's get to your stuff. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I always love hearing from y'all. And if you are a subscriber, some of y'all have been with me from day one. When I say I love you, I truly love you. I am like, I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you. So I am very grateful. I am very appreciative. You are amazing. And of course, I love every sign. I love all my Aquarians. I love y'all so much. Y'all are amazing. And I have to say that because I'm an Aquarius. But I truly do love you. Thank you so much for being here. Now, let's look at your stuff. So that decision energy, really interesting because it's coming up again. You did get the Two of Swords, okay? So it looks like for some of y'all, maybe at some sort of crossroads. I would say, like, again, with that huge element of surprise at the end of the week, the fact that you got the Empress in the heart of your spread, and then you got the King of Pentacles in the root of your spread with the Four of Wands in your future, with the King of Wands in your future, I'd say take off that blindfold. But if you need to, have that moment, okay? Have that moment to, if there's a big decision that you have to make, take that time, okay? Whether you're meditating, whether it could be something that's like very emotional too, and it could be something that you're experiencing right now about a decision that that you have to make, but you're avoiding, all right? Maybe like something that about moving forward with a relationship or with a job, but take that time to go within, okay? Take that time. Use your intuition. I mean, that's why the moon is up here, all right? So remember, we're coming from a place where you got the Queen of Swords, all right, in your past. So that's really amazing. And it's so interesting because these are your only two swords, all right? So remember, you're sitting in this throne, all right? You're sitting in that throne, but there's this week there may be something that it may be a decision you have to make. And it might take you a while to make that decision, or it may be hard for you to make that decision, but trust your instincts, trust your intuition, Aquarius. All right, you're gonna be fine. Now, you did get the Four of Pentacles in your external factors area, and this is really interesting because a lot of this has to do, with all these pentacles that are coming up. Remember, with the Ace of Pentacles in your challenge area, remember what I said, you start taking all of that more seriously, and then this is your affirmation here with the Four of Pentacles. Okay, four is all about order, putting things in order. All right, now the Pentacles, again, money and wealth, so finances, right? Remember, Saturn moving into Pisces, like I said, for the next 2.5 years, you're going to be taking salary, money, finances, all of that a little bit more seriously. Okay, now if you are I don't know, the king of Norway, right? And money is not even a thing for you. It doesn't. You're not here for a money read. This is still your physical reality, putting things in your world in order. Okay, having making sense of like what you need in your life. All right, what you need in your life. But it looks like there is going to be someone that helps. And there's your affirmation. Oh my gosh. So you got the Four of Pentacles, and then I pulled one more clarifier. You got the Six of Pentacles, and this is, a very philanthropic. I mean, this is just someone helping the needy. So when I said that, it looks like someone's coming through to help. Just someone's coming through to help. All right, help you put things in life, not like like structure, build, like helping you build that foundation in your life. Okay, and it could be your partner, it could be your family, it could be your parents, it could even be if you are here for work, it could be like a job or a colleague or boss or a colleague. But this I love, I love this card because it is the big message coming through is this is a good week to understand, like, just that balance of giving and receiving, right? I think that there's going to be something that happens this week that helps you understand that, all right? And it can even come from like a spirit guide, all right? Your spirit guide or your intuition. That's why it's good to trust your intuition. And when I say understand the balance between giving and receiving, I really mean, like, are you giving, and not getting anything in return? Or are you like, like receiving all these things but not giving anything back, right? It's that understanding, right? That balance. You can even see the scale in his hand. So it's obviously better to give than to receive, but just that balance, right? It's what you put out there. There's so much karmic energy attached to this card, and so it's just so when you give and you give and you give, it's really good. But remember, when you give everything, you won't have anything. So just know that balance, right? And of course, like, this is also, the money and wealth, but knowledge too, okay? Knowledge and your energy, all of that. Remember, Pentacles are earthbound, so keep that in mind. Now, what's really interesting, and the reason why I'm spent so much time on that, is because you did get the Five of Pentacles, okay? You did get the Five of Pentacles, which is, like a conflict card, but it's came in a part of your spread where, what did I say earlier? I said that you're so over, you don't want to be in a place where you have to worry financially or taking care of people, taking care of yourself. This is the affirmation here where it falls in your spread, okay? You can see these two people, they're, not in a good place, okay? But it's also, there is support around them, all right? They are outside of church. All they have to do is look up. But the main message is where it falls in your staff. It's just saying you just never want to be in that place. You never want to be in that place again. And it looks like you won't be, okay? When you start putting all your, putting more structure into your finances and setting up a system, and even like maybe a year plan, 2-year plan, 5-year plan, 10-year plan, but also just that stability in your life, building that foundation, right? That's what's truly important, is never going to a place where you have to worry, okay? Now, Queen of Cups and your final outcome. I really love this for you. We started off with the Queen of Swords and we're ending with the Queen of Cups, and I am going to pull clarifiers for that. So look at that. You got the Queen of Cups, 10 of Cups, 8 of Wands. So Here we go, Queen of Cups. You are just going to feel like this is going to be a very special week for you, okay? Remember I said the Queen of Swords leads with her head? The Queen of Cups obviously leads with her heart. Now, here's the big thing, is that the Queen's water, cups, water, this is double waters, Cancer, okay? Remember what I said, Mars is going in Cancer, that's your 6th house, okay? And so that's everyday routines, it's everything, okay? Work, labor, you know, your health, your daily health, but you know, even pets are part of the 6th house, which is great. But you're just going to be on top of it, and you're going to have, remember I said actions, put emotions toward it. There's no one like as emotional as her. She has so much love to give, okay? She's also very intuitive. She's the most psychic, right? She's like the you know what I said earlier about trusting your intuition. If you have to make a decision, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. She's very intuitive. She's very psychic. She's very maternal. She's very paternal. You know, it's very feminine energy, but like it's just saying, you know, with your in your final outcome, you may feel like a burst of this intuitive flair, especially with Mars in Cancer. I mean, that's going to be very helpful. It's going to be like you'll be the like the Whoopi Goldberg telling Demi Moore, ditto, ditto. Do you get that reference? Does anybody get that reference? That how she was saying. Anyway, if you get that reference, leave it in the comments. But it's a good thing, okay? You're just going to be so in the zone. And then, speaking of a good thing, you got the 10 of Cups in your final outcome. When I say you have nothing to worry about, you have nothing to worry about. Look at your, you have nothing to worry about. This is, you can't get happier than this. This is happy family, happy home, happy life, happy everything. The only rainbow in tarot indicating a promising future. I mean, this is, you've really, really, I mean, like, your journey, if you consider this like the hero's journey, you've made it. You've made it. There's so much you can just expect a lot of like happiness and joy, almost like that, you know, even to like a rapturous level. All right, especially with the Empress and the heart of your spread, like a rapturous, like visceral, you know. And rapturous, what is that? It's like intense joy and pleasure. Now, lastly, the 8 of Wands. Hi, this is amazing. The only card where there's no person, no figure, no nothing. It's just 8 wands zipping through the air. In your final outcome, things are going to move really fast for you now. All right? Things are going to move really fast. And just be ready for it. All right? Be prepared for that. And remember to, you know, if there is something new coming through your life right now, and it seems like there is, or if there's something that you're approaching in a new way or taking something to the next level, next step, I mean, you are on your way. You are on your way. Remember, not only do you have the Empress and the heart of your spread, which is extremely, very rare, very rare. You have the King of Pentacles and the root of your spread, double golden scepters here. You have the celebration, joy, victory card in your future milestone. You expect a milestone coming with the King of Wands. It looks like some of y'all are going to get some sort of upgrade, or there's going to be something that happens that like you're going to be sitting in that throne, especially career-wise, okay? And again, there's going to be a lot of moments where you start building this foundation and structure in terms of your life, foundation including home and relationships and family, but also work, just what resonates with you. And then look at your final outcome. Like, you are going to be so intuitive. You are going to be in such a good place where you feel so blessed. You're going to have, I mean, you reached, this is like nirvanic, okay? The 10 of Cups and then 8 of Wands. Things just moving really fast for you now. All right, go with the flow. Things are going to move fast for you. There's a lot of enthusiasm with this card. Some of y'all are actually going to be traveling too. I don't know if you know that. Do you know that some of y'all are going to be traveling soon? Especially with all that energy in your 3rd house, which does rule short distance travel. So it's not like you're going to go to, you know, Mars, but you know, some of y'all may be planning travel, and if you do, that's great. You know, travel is always a force of good. So Aquarius, thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for being here for my 1-year anniversary of being on YouTube. I cannot believe that. It's so crazy, and she's clearly excited. She's jumping up and down for joy. Aquarius, you're amazing. I love you. Thanks so much for being here. I'm due in April next week, so your big monthly. Oh my gosh, and we have an eclipse. We have a solar eclipse next month. All right, so next month is a big month as well. I'm excited for to do your reading. So Aquarius, thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.